Another beautiful day. Welcome to the platform of hope. The all knowing God who brought you in this world. He knew you before you were conceived. He know everything about us. He know our ups, he know our downs, he know our hills. He knows our valleys. He wants to help us to be his best representative on earth. In the book of Psalms 139, David shared with us, and the words still remain. He came to the realization that God knew everything about him. Him know everything. So David is reminding us through the word of God in Psalms 139, there is no need for us to pretend to be what we are not, because God knows us more than how we even know ourselves. He knows when we are up, he knows when we are down. He knows our hills, he knows our valley, he knows when we spread our bed in hell. And the reason for us spending or spreading our bed in hell is when we fail to honor his word. When we fail to be obedient, some things come to hit us. It's coming like hell on earth. Yes, when we disobey. And him know everything. Him knows that we're going to experience hell on earth. He knows that we will be ridiculed. He knows that we would not be truthful to him when our back is against the wall. And he just wants us to be ourselves. So David reminds us in Psalms 139, there is no need for us to pretend to be what we are not, because the all-knowing God knows us. He knows us more than how we even know ourselves. And that's the good thing about salvation. Being our true self. We don't need to change ourselves. He knows. He knows when we're going to mess up, and he is there to help us to bounce back. But the problem with us, we allow ourselves to continue to be the victim of the situation when he wants to change it. He wants us to become our best version on earth, that we can impact lives. But we keep on looking at the things that we can't fix and not understanding that God knows everything before it happened. He knows that we would be ridiculed. He knows that they will talk negative things about us. He knows that they will try to hit us where it hurts. He knows everything. And because he knows everything, there's no need to pretend to be who you're not. Yes. Because once you continue to pretend to be who you are not, you're going to be exposed, because you need to be your true self. So while you are on the outside looking on those who are trying to be their true self, the negative characters that you see is because they did not be their true self. They were pretending to be what they are not. So there comes a time when the exposure takes place, because pretense does not work for us. God is a God of truth. So there's no need for us to pretend to be what we are not, lest we become exposed. And that's what is happening in Christendom. Persons not being their true selves, being exposed. And the enemy wants you to look at it in a negative way. When he's exposed, God will expose them, because God is a God of truth. He said, talk up the things them. Be your true self. So when we're not being our true selves, the God that you and I know, he will expose us, because we representing him must be of truth. Not fake it. So just take time out this morning and reflect on the book of Psalms 139 and remind yourself there's no need to pretend to be who you're not, because God knows. He knows you. He knows everything about you. Be your true self. And when you be your true self, the God that you and I know will allow you to embrace your best, putting Him first. Blessing and love always.